Appreciate you guys being here. Disappointed in the loss, but certainly, you know, the last 10, 11 minutes, a lot of, you know, good things happened by some young players that is hopefully something that we can build on going into the next game. I thought you know, halftime I was concerned. The look in some of the guys' eyes wasn't good, so I tried to shake them up a little bit. And then we made some adjustments, kind of like in football, you go to a hurry-up offense and, you know, you rush the passer. And we tried to do that a little bit defensively. We picked up full court and put a little pressure on them and went to a little bit more of a hurry-up offense, and that energized us. And so, you know, it's nice to score 54 points in a half when you just scored 28 in a game. But, you know, we did lose. And, you know, so anyway, questions?
The full court press isn't the kind of thing you can sustain for a whole game, though, right? I mean, going forward, it'll have to be situational. Right,
yeah. You know, I've got to look at the film, and I tell the players, I said, listen, we want you guys to get better every day. I got to get better. You know, what can I do? What can I tweak, you know, to make us better? And so, you know, I'll look at things and maybe make some adjustments offensively and defensively that creates that energy. You know, our offense is a lot for a young team to try to absorb. When you go to kind of the hurry-up thing, if you will, where it's more pick and roll, you don't have to think as much. You know, you kind of just catch it and drive it or pass it. And I think that helped certain guys become more aggressive. We needed to attack the basket to stop the clock and get fouled. And so that's why one of the reasons I went to that offense.
So would you go far from the spread, or you're just talking?
Yeah, we did.
I know you did, but will you?
You know, I don't think so. I think it'll be a mix. I think that it needs to. You know, I need to have a conversation with myself and my staff is, okay, do we go to the kind of the hurry-up offense, or do a mix? You know, and there are times early in the year where we'd go. We call it 44 game. We'd go 44 game, and then go to what we call spread, which is the Princeton-based offense, and to kind of keep teams a little bit off rhythm and give us a little bit energy, because sometimes, you know, the guy's thinking and they're not reacting, and you know, it's a lot to digest. And last year we had an experienced team that had run it the year before, and this group is a little younger and a little bit unsure of themselves at times.
Philosophically, you talked about dropping a lot of people back into defense after your shot, you know, with your regular offense. Right. But today you got a couple of key offensive rebounds there during that stretch run. Yeah. I let more guys go to the boards today. I think that's another adjustment that I've got to look at, because we're getting, especially if you're missing some shots, we have guys that are capable offensive rebounders: Jalen, Leslie, Cannon, you know, Robert, Sean. So I need to give those guys the opportunity to go to the boards a little bit more, because our defense is a little bit more of a man-to-man. It's hard sometimes to go back to a zone when you miss a shot. But if you're going back man-to-man, it's a little easier on a missed shot. So in the second half, I allowed some guys to go to the offensive board. So those are the kind of adjustments that, you know, I've got to have that conversation with myself tonight and tomorrow and the staff, and see what we can tweak that will hopefully get us going.
Now, it is 27 games into the season to be talking about pretty major adjustments. Was it the loss on Wednesday that inspired you to look at that?
No, it was. We do it during the course of the game. It's not major. It's something that we've done, you know, in the past, and we did it early. When guys were kind of stagnant, like Southeast Missouri State, we did it. You know, we did it against Florida Gulf Coast. We did it against teams like that early, where the guys were really unsure of themselves. The offense and the defense, you know, you have to learn it. It's a you know, really something you have to digest, and it takes experience. So to jumpstart us early in the year, I did. You know, then we started playing, you know, fairly well, even in some losses to like Oklahoma State and Ole Miss. and I didn't do it as much. But with the last game and then today in the second half, I just said, you know, I got to do something to spark us, and that energizes the guys. And it's something we've talked about in the locker room that I don't think I'd go from, you know, A to Z, but I'd sprinkle it in, maybe start the game that way, maybe allow more guys to go to the offensive boards, and see what happens.